if you look at history from the Hawaiian Islands to Tahiti, Rarotonga, New Zealand,
That
even
was an
Fiji,
Achilles heel. Yeah.
the colonizers, the Europeans, would actually own close to 50% or over 50% of the land, and also a majority of the commerce. And once they were able to capture the economy and land, then the time would be ripe for colonization to enforce economic rights. Which, when you talk about it, it's about fairness. And so it was fairness under European rules. And so they slowly inched their way. But when it came to Tonga, it was difficult to kind of use that method because, and that's why in Tonga, you can't own land. You can just lease it if you're a foreigner. And so, because theoretically it still belongs to the king, even if you're a foreigner and you buy land, you can only lease it because ultimately it still belongs to the king. So you have to give it back once after you use it. So you kind of have this fairness where you can use the land, the king's not going to use it, but ultimately it's going to return to the king because it belongs to the king. So when you look at, that's one of the proofs that Tonga is also the cradle of the rest of the Pacific, of the Polynesian Empire, is that these sort of principles are basically Tongan principles that a lot of these far-flung islands kind of were not able to maintain, because they basically, it's almost like they got trimmed. The European colonizers